Hi everyone, I'm Lucy and welcome to another video Draw with me. Today we have chosen to draw Frida Kahlo. First let me tell you about Frida and then we go to the painting and my drawing. Frida was born in Coyoacán in Mexico in 1907. It's a neighborhood in Mexico City. Her mother was Matilda Calderon. She was a Catholic. Her father was Guillermo. It's a difficult name. Guillermo Kylo, and he was a German Protestant. He had 6 daughters from his past marriages, and he worked as a photographer, especially for architecture. So he worked for the government, where he had a good salary. In 1913, had Frida paralysis on her right leg, and she was 6 years old. And this was the source of all the complex things she had in her life. In 1922, her father submitted her to a national school where she was hoping to study medicine. And the students wanted to build a new Mexico that had a lot of equality and to let Mexico have its own culture. In 1925, Frida had an accident when she was with her boyfriend at the time in a bus which hit a tram. A metal bar went through her body. When I was reading this part, in searching for information about her, my feeling just left my body. It was horrible to read it. I will leave some parts out of it because it's really horrible. Her ribs and hips were broken, and her bad leg was broken on 11 places. Her spine was broken on different places, and her feet was shattered. I can imagine how much pain this was. For months she had to stay in bed, encapsulated with bandages, fighting against the pain. That was the time she decided to start painting. Her mother made sure that the mirrors were installed to her bed, that way she could paint herself. It was a huge struggle to paint with her physical challenges. She had crutches and the corset on her body, which was limiting her movements. And after a few months, she could finally go outside and see her friends. In 1929, at the age of 21, she married an elderly man named Diego Rivera. He was a famous wall painter, but his ex-wife tried to ruin their marriage. A couple years later, she found out that her husband was having an affair with her sister. That was also the reason that she left him. But after 6 years, they remarried again. It was not a happy married life. They both had other lovers in their marriage. And there was also one big problem. She couldn't have children. Because of the bus accident, it had damaged her body in the worst way. She passed away in 1954 and she was 47 years old. After a week from her birthday, she left a note. It says, "I hope that the end is happy and I hope to never return." And that's quite a story. And I know I left some detail out of the story, but this is the information that I found. Now let me tell you a little bit about the painting, the way she intended to paint. It's called Self-Portrait with Thorn Necklace and a Hummingbird. She painted it in 1940. Kahlo painted herself, which included a black cat and a monkey. She painted it after her divorce with Diego and the end of her affair with photographer Nicholas Murray. Murray bought the portrait shortly after it was painted, and it is currently part of the Nicholas Murray collection at the Harry Ransom Center at the University of Texas at Austin. Kahlo's identification with the indigenous Mexican culture really affected her painting aesthetic. By using powerful iconography from indigenous Mexican culture, Kahlo situated herself in a tradition of rebellion against colony forces and male rule. The dead hummingbird, which hangs around her neck, is considered a good luck charm for falling in love in Mexican folklore. An alternative interpretation is that the hummingbird pendant is a symbol of the Aztec god war. Meanwhile, the Black Panther, or the Black Cat, is a symbol of bad luck and death, and the monkey is a symbol of evil. I do think there's quite a story behind her paintings and what she was trying to um, express or tell about. And for me, it was a challenge because the animals, I'm not very good at the animals, but also I told this in my last video, I had trouble with the Hermine. I still think I did a okay with all I even had some troubles with thorns making around her neck, but it was quite a maze because it was going up, going down, going up, going down. But I got it. I got it. I just needed to focus, but sometimes I forgot where the lines were going, but I managed to make it work. In total, this drawing has taken me almost 2.5, 3 hours, and I had to crop it. At least I tried to crop it in 30 minutes or within the 30 minutes, so that was quite a challenge to. and it was really fun to learn about the paintings and the painter. If I take all the symbolic interpretation, what she was trying to tell, I think it's more like she was imprisoned by the surroundings, which were evil, and it was strangling her. But she was still standing strong to fight it. This is almost the end of the video, and I want you to know I'm struggling with the timeline to post a video, because I had in my mind I wanted to post every 2 weeks. So I will try my best to post every 2 weeks. I hope you all like this video. If you do, please leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when a video is up. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I will read it, I will respond to it, and I hope to see you with the next one. Bye!